Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is yo boy, Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, baby. Back at you with another episode from right up top, Dom's World. Let me quickly get to chopping this thing up, family. Oh my God. Let me get right into this. I don't want to waste no time because I want to get all of this in. I got some notes here and I want to try to get this all in one video, family. Okay. So as you saw by the thumbnail, I said, so a pastor rubs spit in a man's face to prove what again? Huh? A pastor rubs spit. A pastor. This is something that just happened recently. Go hit your Google search bar, look this up. I don't like to call out people's names, okay? Because I feel like when you start calling out people's names, then it starts going into gossiping and attacking. I'm not here to attack this person. He's done more than enough to be attacked by everybody else. He's being attacked. He don't need me to add to it. So I'm not here to attack this person, but what I am here to do is bring awareness, like I always do, to certain situations. And this particular situation, religion. I'm here to bring awareness to what the heck is going on with religion, man. I ask this question so much. What's going on? Lord have mercy. Okay. Listen. So a pastor spit in his hand. You can go look this up and see this, family. He spit in his hand. He did that a couple times. He hacked, spit in his hand, and rubbed that spit into another man's face in front of the congregation while having service to prove his point. This is real, baby. This actually happened. Religiously, this happened. Christians did this to prove a point. Okay, let's chop it up, family. Okay, so the situation was this: a pastor was trying to prove his point. Okay, he was trying to prove his point during service, and the point that he wanted to prove, he needed to spit in a man's face, rub the spit on this man's face to prove his point, to drive home the message that he was trying to get out there that morning. And that's why we are where we are right now with this conversation. Okay. This pastor said that Jesus spit on a blind man and then that man could see. So, family, I don't know the Bible inside and out, word for word like that. I'll never claim to know that. I've read a lot about the Bible, but I haven't actually read it page for page from beginning to end. So there are a lot of things in there that I'm sure I haven't heard or don't know. I haven't read myself. So when this pastor was apologizing for what he did, he said that he did what he did because in the Bible, Jesus spit on a blind man and then that man could see. That's what he said. So I decided to look this up. I had to make sure that's something that actually happened. And yes, in Mark chapter 8, verse 22 to 25, I looked it up and Jesus did spit in the blind man's eyes. However, I got 2 points to drive home right out the gate, baby, before I go any further. Jesus did do this. He did. In the Bible, I read it. I read from chapter 22 to 25. This is something that did happen in the Bible, okay? In Mark chapter 8, verse 22 to 25. This did happen. But point number one, my friend, the pastor who did this, you are not Jesus. That's number one. You are not Jesus, my friend. You cannot do what he did. You cannot replicate what he did. You cannot emulate what he did. You cannot imitate what he did. Number two, okay? Jesus also laid hands on this man, and he did so twice during this incident. Okay, so Jesus didn't just spit in this man's face and say, now you can see. Now you may see my son. No, it wasn't as simple as that. All right. So like I said, number one, this pastor that tried to do this, you aren't Jesus. Okay, and number two, Jesus laid hands on this man while he did spit in this man's eyes, but he also laid hands upon him. And we know several stories throughout the Bible where Jesus laid hands on people to heal them. Okay, moving forward, I had to play. The pastor said he had to play it back to see that what he did was disgusting. When I watched this video, I knew it was disgusting. I didn't even have to see it. I knew it was disgusting when I heard what he did. All right. The crowd knew it was disgusting while it was happening in real time. While it was happening, as it was happening, the crowd was going, ew. Why, in real time while it was happening. He heard the crowd reaction. You should have knew to stop then. The man who it happened to knew it was nasty and disgusting in real time while it was happening. Go back and watch the video. You can see the man's facial expression while this pastor is up here and spitting in his hand. The man who was standing there to get this stuff rubbed in his face knew it was nasty in real time. Everybody knew it was nasty in real time except for who? The pastor? I don't believe that, but that's what he says. Okay? This pastor was hacking and spitting in his hand, and he did so more than once. Again, go watch the video. You can't make up stuff like this. Okay? This pastor, all right, when I went back to watch this happen, his point that he was trying to make wasn't even I don't get what it had to do with Jesus curing a blind man, healing a blind man. This pastor, his point was to see if you would stand there and take it when it gets physically, mentally, and spiritually nasty, tough. Will you still be for Jesus when it gets tough, or in his case, as he was doing, nasty? He said receiving a vision from God might get nasty. Okay, so his message that he was trying to make while he was doing this was he was trying to drive home the point that will you still be for Jesus when things get tough and when they get disgusting and when they get hard, when they get nasty? Will you stand there and face all these problems and still be for Jesus? That was the message that he was trying to drive home by putting this spit in his hand and rubbing it on this man's face. Will you still be for Jesus, no matter how disgusting and nasty it gets? I watched the video to see what any of it had to do with Jesus healing the blind man the way that he did. And for me, his point had nothing to do with what Jesus did. That's just my opinion. Hold on, family. Let me get through this. This pastor, as far as I'm concerned, he knew that what he was doing was wrong and it was nasty. He knew it was when he did it. Okay? This is a grown man. This is a child of God. This is one of the leaders, one of the shepherds, one of the chosen ones, right? He knew what he was doing was wrong. In my opinion, he knew it. He thought that it would go over well. You know how sometimes you have an idea to do something and you're not so sure about it, but then you say to yourself, but this just might go over well, so let's go with it. Let's take that risk. He took a risk and it didn't work out well. It didn't go in his favor. That's all. It happens to the best of us. That's why I say I'm not here to attack him, but I am here to bring awareness to what's going on with religion right now. Like, what the hell is going on? Spit. Okay, let me keep going. I heard a saying. This is a saying that I've heard years ago when I was in my 20s, and I believe in this in certain situations. Controversy creates cash. Controversy creates cash. Sometimes you can put yourself in a situation that's so controversial that it'll make people tune in and see what you're doing. Okay? Sometimes doing something like what he did gets everyone talking, and it makes them tune in to your show or your channel to see what will happen next. Maybe in his mind, he thought, hey, I'll do this. And, hey, sometimes any publicity is good publicity. It's how some people feel. They feel, hey, as long as you talking, we got you talking, then we got you. But he don't realize, or he didn't think that they would start talking. It would be a lot of negative press behind what he did. He wasn't prepared for it. That's why he had to come out with the apology. In my opinion, family, pastors let the power go to their head. Why would you even try to do what Jesus did? Were you born to a virgin? Are you God's begotten son? Have you been at the right hand of the Father since the beginning? Aren't you too, on your best day, just a sinner? On your best day, pastor, and all pastors, on your best day, you're just a sinner like me and everybody else. You aren't any different. You have a job. You have a purpose that God gave to you. You're not here to save people. You're here to bring people to God to be saved. Y'all getting it twisted, man. In closing, family, I ended it with this question in my mind. Just why? Huh? Why? Why belittle your fellow Christian brother like that in front of the congregation on video for the whole world to see? That will be out there forever. Forever. Do you hear me? That man who got that spit rubbed in his face by his pastor, that will be out there forever. That video will be out there forever of you, sir, rubbing spit, hacking and spitting in your hand and rubbing it in another person's face as a shepherd, as one of God's chosen leaders. That video will be out there forever. Why would you belittle a fellow Christian brother like that? Why would you do that to one of your fellow Christian brothers? Why? And to that brother who let him do that to you, why would you let him do that to you? Why would you stand there? I don't care if the show had already began. Once I realized what he was doing, it wouldn't have happened. I don't care how many people was watching. I don't care if the show was on the roll and everybody was watching. So what? You're not finna rub spit in my face, my friend. And you can't tell me you didn't know he was finna do that. If you didn't know he was finna do that, then he played you. He brought you up on that stage, and that's what he did to you without you knowing it was gonna happen. But then if you knew it was gonna happen, that's what you agreed to. No matter how you explain this, both of y'all are just not thinking clearly. All right? This is a prime example of what I say, blind faith in authority. Some people just have blind faith in authority. A pastor is seen as a man of power, a leader, an authority figure to a degree. People have blind faith in authority people, people of authority, people of power. Sometimes they just follow them so blindly, have faith and loyalty towards them blindly, and, for no reason at all other than just being loyal blindly, faithful blindly. They just can't help it. Family, in closing, at the very end of this, before I end this, those people who are a member of this pastor's church, who follow this pastor's YouTube channel, who are members of the congregation, who support this pastor, listen, again, I'm not here to attack this man. He made a mistake. He made a mistake. He did. All right? Whether he thought it out or not, he made a mistake. And he's got to be held accountable for it, and he's going through that right now. He's feeling it. Okay? He's being held accountable. All I'm saying to you, this is my question to you, those of you who follow him. Is that who you are choosing to lead you to God? Is that who you are choosing to lead you to God? Was what he did okay? Was that okay? And last but not least, did that sit well with your spirit? Just answer those 3 questions and then you make your next move. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Do what's best for you. Listen to your heart. Discernment is a gift. It is a quality. Again, I ask you, is that who you are choosing to lead you to God? Was that okay what he did? And did that sit well with your spirit? Family, if you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Like and share these videos. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so grateful that the chosen are coming out of hiding. I'm so grateful that the chosen are speaking up because religion is losing their mind right now. Christians, come on, get it together, baby. Spit in your hand and rubbing it on another man's face to prove a point. And that's not even what you want to compare that to what Jesus did. It had nothing to do. What you did had nothing to do with what Jesus did. And again, I say, pastors, you are not Jesus. Your job is to bring people to God to be saved. You don't save them, okay? You bring them to God to be saved. It's not your job to save them. Whatever, all right? Who am I? I'm just a chosen one. That's all. Family, stay blessed. Keep your vibrations up here at all times. I love you. Peace and one love, baby. I'm out.